The coronavirus pandemic is no doubt hitting hard on countries of the world and sectors of the world's economy, clearly revealing the frailty and inadequacies in various sectors and systems. Apart from the health sector grossly bearing the brunt of the pandemic, one other particular sector unable to take a stand against the pandemic is housing, especially in the African continent and indeed Nigeria, where slums and makeshift settlements have not witnessed decline in a long time. One of the most visible and enduring manifestations of urban poverty in developing countries is the formation and proliferation of slums. The global assessment of slums undertaken by UN Habitat as of 2012 shows that an estimated 863 million urban residents worldwide live in slum conditions, compared with 760 million in the year 2000 and 650 million in 1990. This is even worse in the developing world, as around 43% of urban population live in slums, and these numbers continue to grow. With all of this, one is left to wonder why slums continue to increase geometrically, as though there are deliberate efforts at proliferating them. Urbanization has always been thought to be a subtle culprit, aiding the proliferation of slums. As new doors of opportunities in business, amenities, and infrastructure open to a particular geographical location, one can only imagine the magnitude of the influx of people looking to exploit the new opportunities. With limited number of houses in such a place, people naturally begin to develop means of shelter, such as makeshift shacks and shanties. In no time, such arrangements grow, and what then surrounds the area is a full-bred slum. These settlements have the most deplorable living and environmental conditions, characterized by inadequate water supply, squalid conditions of environmental sanitation, overcrowding and dilapidated habitation, as well as economic and social deprivation. These factors make it abundantly easy for the spread of diseases and create a somewhat difficult situation for managing and controlling such diseases. One can easily trace the spike in COVID-19 cases to all of these slums scattered across states of the Federation, with particular emphasis on those in Lagos and the Federal Capital Territory. With the increasing risk of COVID-19 spread, urgent attention must be paid to these slums. It's about time government took proactive steps towards upgrading the makeshift houses and also the living and environmental conditions of these slums in efforts to create new cities out of existing structures in the slums. Since people living in slums already acclimatized with the area, providing requisite infrastructure and upgrading such slums to livable habitats will no doubt better the lives of the residents and mitigate the proliferation of slums. Another way to check the expansion of existing slums and the development of new ones is to effectively and sustainably address the inadequacies of the housing market, more specifically the shortfalls on the supply side. By increasing access to affordable and decent housing, the proliferation can be eradicated, as slum dwellers will always prefer to live in better conditions. All of this will in no small way stop the spread of diseases and eradicate epidemics and pandemics such as the prevalent coronavirus in Nigeria and indeed the African continent.
COVID-19. Follow these 5+1 rules and stay safe. 1. Wash your hands before you touch your face and before you eat something. 2. A minimal distance of 2 meters is generally recommended. 3. Wear a mask to protect other people and yourself. 4. Stay home. 5. Cough or sneeze in your sleeve. Use a paper tissue or your sleeve and not your hand. Finally, please stay calm. Together we will succeed. This message is from the Abuja International Housing Show, the largest housing event in Africa. Stay safe, we will succeed.